Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hello everyone, welcome to the set of The Take. I'm Dan Gordon. And look, it looks like my angelic voice has attracted a bit of an audience here.
That was beautiful, Dan.
Oh, yes.
Here we have Horatiu Zglimbea, who works here at this TV station where we record, and that's pretty much the only reason that we keep inviting him back. He's like the equivalent of that kid you knew when you were growing up that had all the expensive video games, so you had to kind of pretend to like him. And we got Aidan Schieber here, who's just riding our coattails. He's kind of the equivalent of like a barnacle that attaches onto a beautiful ship.
Yeah, I think I get fired in 3 weeks, right, Horatiu?
You're in a mood.
So it really is quite a team we've put together here. Last show we reviewed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It is set in 1969, the end of the counterculture movement. And this, funnily enough, is set in 1961 New York in the music industry, inside Llewyn Davis. And it is the start of the counterculture movement. How about that?
When did this movie come out?
2013.
Yeah, 2013.
You know, Matt declared a moratorium on any movies after 1999.
What Hollywood is putting out for the past couple years and continues to put out has been utter garbage. So going forward, I feel like maybe we need to look into the past. We're gonna keep going back. In order to find where we should go in the future, we need to reflect back on the past.
So just to pull back the curtain a little bit, when I left for LA, Matt took over hosting the show, and he's kind of been running it like a dictator. You know, he's got all the movies picked out for the entire season that you guys are going to be reviewing.
He has.
He's setting all these arbitrary rules, like, oh, you can't review anything past the 90s. And you know what, Matt? That shit don't fly with me.
Wow.
I'm a benevolent leader, and this
Praise
is what I
be.
think of your little manifesto, Matt.
That's just a napkin.
Yeah, that's not.
There's no
No, you can
manifest.
see the
Oh,
right.
God.
Oh, whoa.
Theme song. Welcome back to The Take. So guys, this is our first Coen Brothers movie.
Yes, it
Are
is.
you a fan?
Yeah, I am a fan of the Coen brothers. They've done a lot of weird stuff and a whole gamut of different kinds of
Yes.
films.
I would say the Coen Brothers are almost like the Batmen of movies, where they span the gamut. You got Adam West, you got Chris Nolan's Christian Bale. They got screwball comedies on one end and like badass westerns on the other.
Absolutely.
And then anything in between. This movie falls somewhere in the middle, where it's funny, but it's also kind of a drama, tragedy.
You know, you didn't let Aidan give his opinion on the Coen brothers before you took over. That's pretty rude. Just because he's at the end of the couch doesn't mean it doesn't matter. Aidan, what do you think about the Coen brothers?
Honestly, not.
So yeah, Coen Brothers, yeah, their style, it's been really interesting watching it develop over the years. Like, they've gotten much more restrained. And talking about like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood last month, we were kind of...
Sometime in the past.
We were talking about how that movie wasn't really... It was an appropriate movie for Tarantino, where he's at in his career now, but it's not like he's really matured as a filmmaker that much. In preparation for this week, I rewatched A Serious Man, which is my favorite Coen Brothers movie, and it kind of is a nice companion piece to this because it's set in the suburbs, and it follows this guy who kind of like did everything he's supposed to in life, but he still has to contend with the meaninglessness of life. And this movie is the same. But it's on the other end of the spectrum with a starving artist that's dealing with the cosmic joke that is existence. Well,
Are you going to kick it to
I
clip?
think we can go ahead and kick it to
What
a
else
clip
do you
now.
have?
This is just how we do transitions now.
You're a one-trick pony,
We
buddy.
have more than one manifesto.
Who won the lottery tonight?
Huh? Oh, I'm staying at Al Cody's. So, when do you want to do have
The abortion? The sooner the better.
Okay. I'll see when the guy can do it then.
The guy? I hope it's a doctor.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
You got the money?
Yes, I have the money, don't worry.
With you, I worry.
Well, you shouldn't.
Yes, I should. God knows you never do. You just let other people at your method of birth control.
Oh, please don't start with the double condoms again.
Do you ever think about the future at all?
The future? You mean like flying cars? Hotels on the moon? Tang?
And this is why you're fucked.
No, it's why you're fucked. You're just trying to blueprint a future. Move to the suburbs with Jim, have kids.
That's bad.
If that's what music is for you, a way to get to that place, then yeah, it's a little careerist. And it's a little square. And it's a little sad.
I'm sad? You're the one who's not getting anywhere. You don't want to get anywhere. Me and Jim try.
I want to.
We try. You sleep on the couch.
It's a bad thing to throw in my face, man.
You know, you don't want to go anywhere. And that's why all the same shit is going to keep happening to you because you want it to.
Is that why?
Yes, and also because you're an asshole who sleeps with other people's women. Let's not forget that.
Well, you're being pretty kind to yourself now, aren't you?
Well, whose couch are you on tonight?
I told you, Al Cody's. You don't listen.
Welcome back to the take. Now, boys, as you know, typically this is where I give you 15 seconds to give your initial impressions on the movie.
If you make us eat something else, I'm going to kick you.
Well,
I'm gonna drop kick you.
I am, because this is the end of the bit. If you survive this, then
Survive?
I bow down to you. You are a spiced master.
What the?
So this was like a
There's
team
ice everywhere
effort
now,
with
too.
my entire family. Okay, we're not
Hold
spilling.
on, I need to go get.
This is going in your
Hold
gut.
on, time out.
I don't want to spill a drop of this. I want this all to go
I'm
down
not
your
eating
gullet.
all of that.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right, so here's the reveal.
This. What the?
Wow, that
Looks very
awful.
appetizing, doesn't it? All right, so what's in this? Got the same thing as last time, but I've added a couple more things. And I blended it all up,
Wait.
and I've been...
Jesus.
We got Hellfire Habanero Detroit. I
Oh,
put the entire
fuck
bottle
that.
in. You'll notice it's empty.
What the?
300,000 Scoville units. We got Insanity. I didn't do the whole bottle of this because I had pity on you, but this has pepper extract in it.
Well, I'm
and
not
then
gonna eat this unless you
jalapeno
eat some,
chili.
too.
No.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got the host dodge.
Yeah.
I'll give you one test chip before we start the timer.
Oh, great. So we're gonna be dying beforehand. The other one took a while, but this one just.
I perfected this. It started out, I was testing it on my brother, and he said, oh, it's just hitting me in the mouth. So I kept going until his entire face was on fire. I was experimenting. All right, 3, 2, ready, go!
Yeah, I thought the movie was really good. Good story, very bleak.
Can always say uncle too, Horatiu.
Okay. I don't know. It was just it was a well shot movie, very dark, with a lot of interesting characters, well acted, everything about it was good, but it was just really plotting.
One more
But I
scoop
still
and
enjoyed it.
then time. You can't tell what's going on though. Maybe he's dying below the surface.
Not bad.
Jesus.
Not bad at all.
Dude. What is wrong with you?
This is actually pretty damn.
What the hell were you raised on? All right, Aidan. God have mercy on your soul.
You can
Go!
All right. No. I like the other Coen Brothers movies I saw. This one, kind of lukewarm on. It seemed more like sophisticated than I thought it was actually ended up being. Like, more high and mighty. Dude, last time I was keeping my composure, but this time I was like, just get this over with. I'm dying.
He's just not happy.
You can stop eating that.
Oh yeah, your time is up. I forgot you went over. Well, at least we got, man, we're gonna start bottling that and selling it. And,
It doesn't taste
Horatiu,
bad.
you get to name the sauce because you took it like a champ.
Let's call it
That's
the
next
Romanian
thing.
Thunder.
Last episode, that night, I got on the toilet and it was not good at all.
Yeah, he was sending his girlfriend fire poop gifts / pictures. So, I guess they have that kind of relationship.
So I was kind of more paying attention to the chili than what you guys were saying. But was this a first time watch for either of you?
Yeah.
Oh, for both of you, okay. You missed it in theaters. Yeah, I think this one did kind of fly a bit under the radar. it's interesting to see an ode to the artists that did not, you know, because I think when you are an artist, we're so used to seeing like artists have these public meltdowns and not be able to handle fame because it's just, they take little pieces of themselves and they give it to the public, you know? And artists that don't make it go through the same thing, just not to less fanfare. Yeah, so.
I'm sorry, I
I
missed
agree.
what you were saying.
Yeah.
You guys are totally.
Well, I was kind of focusing on him and I was crunching, so.
Oh, no worries. You guys, let's just take a second, you guys to recover.
Well, you want to try? Did you try
No,
it?
I'm good, I'm
I mean, come on, you gotta try your own good. You gotta try some Romanian thunder.
fine, I'm
Come
fine.
on, you gotta feel the thunder.
I'm only doing it if Brian does it with me.
You have to. You made this. How are you gonna not gonna try my
You've
Romanian
literally,
thunder?
you've been testing it on your family and now your coworkers.
So Dan will do it by himself. I won't even
just hear
feed him this time.
Like, I'm getting, it's better now.
Do you not like it?
I don't like it.
We have creamer. Do you want some? Yeah. You want some creamer?
The worst.
This is turning into a great review, guys.
Me.
Creamed himself. He creamed himself. Do you see that?
Yeah. There's plenty of movies about artists and stuff, but this is like an ode to an artist that never made it, you know, and that's kind of a rare, that's the spin on this, and part of your role as an artist is to like kind of give away little pieces of yourself until there's nothing left, and
I mean,
in
I
this
guess
movie,
if you prescribe to that.
well, I mean, I consider the take an art, and it takes a lot out of me, so that's why I relate to this movie so much, because you know, there's just people like me that just give everything to no fanfare.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. I was watching this, and Llewyn Davis himself reminded me a lot of Dan Gordon.
Talented.
A garbage person that everything he touches turns to shit, gets random girls pregnant and forces them to get abortions, leaves animals on the sides of roads, and cares for nobody and nothing but himself. That's Dan Gordon. He will do anything to get ahead.
All right, commercial.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. This cat makes me make art. He's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Welcome back to the tape.
Well, the first question I wanted to start with was, what is up with the cat in this movie? What does the cat represent?
Does it represent a cat?
I knew you were going to have trouble with metaphor.
Does it represent him?
Correct, Aidan Schieber.
How is
Hey.
that correct?
They spoon feed you it in the movie. When he's on the phone and they mishear him, it's one of the first lines in the movie.
Llewyn is the cat.
Ah.
They give it to you. You clearly don't understand subtext.
You clearly don't understand. Shut the f*** up.
But how is he the cat, though?
So there's basically 4 major instances in this movie, I think, that are like really symbolic with the cat. Cat leaves the house, he shuts the door on the cat, he hits the cat with the car, cat comes home. So I thought we'd use those as jumping off points. We'd structure our review similar
actually have structure to
circular
this?
structure.
Oh my God.
Can we
Yes.
call it pouncing off points?
Okay. Dead silence. So Aidan, do you care to elaborate on the cat metaphor?
I don't know. I didn't quite get the cat metaphor, but seeing that it's a cat, it does make sense for the setting of the film.
I think
So like he's a house cat to begin with, and then he becomes an outdoor cat that's lost, and then he eventually finds his way home, just like Llewyn Davis.
yeah. Well, if you think about the cat as being Llewyn Davis, that is really the key to understanding the movie, because it's like cats are independent, they're assholes to people who love them. And the cat's astray. The cat escapes. It gets out, and it's kind of like on this journey. And that's the movie itself is kind of like I was saying. Like the Coens have all these mythical and biblical allusions in their movies. The movie is kind of like Homer's Odyssey.
Yeah.
Where he's going on a journey of self-discovery. Like Llewyn Davis himself doesn't really have a home like the stray cat.
Yeah, but he also doesn't shit in a box like a cat, so I don't know. I feel like he
You're
falls apart.
you're so literal-minded, this guy. Yeah. Is this a story about a man who doesn't change?
Yes, but he didn't have that much time to change. I mean,
I'd say it's a man who's making all the wrong decisions.
So would you say that Llewyn Davis is an asshole or is he a victim of circumstance?
He's
Yes.
definitely an asshole.
he's both of them.
Yeah, he's both of them, but yeah.
Like obviously he's had a bad run at it. You know, he was kind of successful when he had a partner, and then his partner jumps off the George Washington Bridge,
Yeah.
and then he becomes this. He's not a front man. He's a duo guy, and he can't make it work anymore, and is basically running out of money, running out of life.
But he's so fixated on trying to find fame by himself that he can't see any other like opportunity in front of him.
Right, and I feel like that is partly because he's being like selfish, but also partly because he has like loyalty to his dead partner that he doesn't want to find a new group. He just owes it to Mike to
Make it big.
make it on his own without replacing him.
And I do think, talking about like, is this a movie about a guy that doesn't change? I think
There's little hints of growth, but it's also pretty bleak. I don't know. It just, I mean, like you were saying,
It's really not your traditional Coen Brothers
yeah.
movie.
Just cut me off. That's
Yeah.
cool.
You're welcome.
No, I mean, you could definitely feel the Coen brothers through it. The storytelling throughout the whole movie is pretty masterful because, like, I mean, halfway through the movie, you learn Mike died by jumping off the George Washington Bridge. And, you know, all throughout the first half, you're like, why aren't you with Mike anymore? What happened? You know, that kind of thing. And it draws you in with these subtle little things that it's like, why do I care so much about his partner not being there when it's like briefly talked about? And then they make it such a heavy moment in Llewyn Davis's life. And I think that just speaks to the Coen brothers in general. They make big moments out of little moments.
just the structure of the movie, how it's circular, that also is like a folk song. And the Coens, like you were saying, their tendency to focus on the small and the subtle details. Like any other movies wouldn't be front page news stories.
Yeah, is this their passion, do you think, folk music?
I will say that the album is incredible. And this was the same producer they worked with on Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, if you've
nice.
seen that movie. And that movie is also an adaptation of Homer's Odyssey, with John Goodman playing the Cyclops character in both movies, I would say.
Interesting. That's what
Yeah.
he was playing in this movie?
That's what I thought. I think that the road trip to Chicago is like a metaphor for a descent into hell.
I would like to see more of Llewyn Davis, given other glimpses of his life.
No, I think it's all that backstory. Like they say, backstories for writers. And
So what you think
intelligent
is
audience
important,
member-
huh? What I think isn't important, but what Dan thinks is actually what should happen.
They gave you all the tools to understand everything about Llewyn Davis, but you just you don't have a developed brain. You're not able to see these things. Like for instance, when he shuts the door.
Oh God.
When he shuts the door on the cat, that is a metaphor for him turning his back on his own ambitions. And that's another big theme in this movie is, giving up on your passion, or when you're a starving artist, the way you have to whore yourself out at times to use your talents for things like the Please Mr. Kennedy song.
Which
That
was
whole
hilarious.
sequence. Oh yeah. What do you think about Justin Timberlake as an actor?
He does a good job. I mean, he came in, when he first started acting, he wasn't great.
Oh God, no.
But now he's better.
I like him in this and Social Network, where he's playing kind of a douchebag. So.
You think Jim was a douchebag? Jim was a nice guy. He gave his buddy Llewyn Davis some like a gig. Gave him some money.
Yeah.
And Llewyn Davis returns all that nicety by sleeping with Jim's girlfriend.
Yeah. That is Llewyn Davis's character. He lashes out against people that treat him with kindness and love. And I was reading this book by Alain de Botton.
Oh.
And he was saying that, you know, if you have low self-esteem, you're almost mad when people do show you love because you feel unlovable. Yeah, and then there's the scene where Llewyn Davis hits the cat with the car. But if you look at the cat as Llewyn Davis, then he's doing harm to himself there. And that moment comes after he's just been rejected by the record label. So you could also see it as he's taken a hit, he's limping back home. But the fact that he's the one that hits the cat, I see that as him being self-destructive. And Carey Mulligan's character, she kind of tells him, she really gives him the business. She's like, the same things are going to keep happening to you because you want them to. And we all know, you know, people like this. We might even be people like this ourselves. But just this continual cycle, you know, of self-hatred and loathing. And that's why the movie ends where it begins.
You gotta stop hating yourself, Aidan.
I'm gonna try.
That's what this whole
I'm really gonna
episode
try.
is
I gotta hit my cat with my car first.
It's not as easy as that, okay?
What?
You have to accept yourself, okay? That's enough. No more hating yourself. This is why we've had you. Don't touch me. Don't f***ing touch me, you disgusting piece of shit.
And with that, what are you guys gonna give this out of 5 or whatever?
I did like the movie. I thought it was bleak and plodding, and I wish it took place a little bit over a larger period of time. But I still enjoyed it and found it funny, interesting, and it captivated me. So I'm gonna say 3.5 orange cats out of 5.
All right. Yeah, no, kind of same here, but like it didn't really capture my attention that much. It was more just like I was watching it, and there's some parts that I liked, some parts that I didn't, but I mean, I watched it. I didn't have a bad time watching it. It was kind of just indifferent to me. So I'd probably give it 3 out of 5 OD John Goodmans. So.
I love this movie. I love the music. The only thing I don't like about it really is the cinematography. But I'm not gonna let that stop me from giving it a 5.
Wow.
Yeah. I might be out of flash paper. I slipped one up my sleeve earlier. Oh. We still got it. Nothing up my sleeve. Stop me if you've seen this one before. Commercial.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
All right, since Matt's not here, we got to change the male friend song, because...
Can you play
Can
something?
we do folky?
Oh, hey, I can't play anything, but I know a special someone in the room who can.
Sam Hurst! Come on, Sam. Sit next to the bear head. Let's go. Have a seat. You got to play us the male friend song. He's our biggest fan. He's watched every episode, so he knows exactly how the song goes. But let's not scream it. Let's folk music.
Oh, yeah, that's true. This is a cover.
Male
Oh,
friend.
hang on. We got, did you guys remember your sweaters?
I did not remember any sweaters.
Luckily, I brought sweaters
Oh,
for
thank
everybody.
God. All right.
So we're a quartet here.
Thank you. So we get to wear our sweaters
Yeah.
while we listen to folk music. All right. Take us away, Sam.
Brian's a music producer, so he'll let us know if this is any good.
All right, Sam, take us away. Male fern.
I missed my cue.
Male fern.
Male
fern.
One more.
It's beautiful. Last one.
Male fern.
Thank you, Sam. All right. Great job. God, he was about to smash that. Here we go. Oh,
yeah.
Just Horatiu and Aidan.
Well, that's boring.
Yeah. I don't know who sent these in, but damn, they didn't even try.
You know,
It's just
from BB-8's stunt double, if Oscar Isaac and Adam Driver had a baby, would you cast him as the next Batman? Why or why not?
what the fuck? Yeah, that's funny. That I didn't even realize for some reason. Oscar Isaac and
Singing
Adam
about
Drive.
space.
Yes, and they're both singing about space, and they're both in the new Star
And
Wars.
they're both working actors.
Yeah.
And they're both white men.
Well, Oscar Isaac is like ethnic, like Latino, right?
Let's put that up on screen just so we don't get in trouble.
One more time.
Say that. Oh.
He was about to say that again. What are you doing?
One more time. What? Seriously, we didn't get it clear.
Let's put
Let's
that
put that red on.
Me next.
Oh, hold up! Before you read that, you promised you were going to take a shot of this, so I think now's the time.
All right.
Well, you read.
How about before I read? And then I
do
read.
like a line, like snort it off your.
I'm not gonna do that, but I will. Oh God, this.
No,
hole
don't do
is
that.
so
Don't do
large.
that. Don't put it on your hand.
No, I put it on my hand. I'm good.
It's fine.
I know, but if you rub your eyes again.
I won't rub my eyes. Maybe. Can you put the top on for this? All right. Here we go. Could your cat beat Ulysses in a fight? The other 4 members of NSYNC. Yeah, that's actually.
Oh, did we get you?
Hold on. It went right down my throat.
Yes.
No, I'm fine now. There, I'm recovered.
We should just light your tongue on fire. That's the only thing that's gonna do it.
Dude, that's
Whoa,
right next
that's
to your
pretty
beard.
metal.
That's right next to your beard.
All right.
That wasn't too impressive.
So yes, depends on what cat you're talking about. I have this cat that is larger than any cat or dog that you have seen. That's like small dog. He is a beefcake, and he could probably kill Ulysses if he wasn't so much a if he wasn't a
Let's see if I can actually read this one. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. What is your spirit animal and why? From Ulysses the Cat. Ah. Well, you know, seeing as my current performance today, I will say that I am a blind dog. I cannot read. I cannot say anything. Any words that come across my field of view will just be messed up.
Any words that come across my field of view will not come out. What? I don't know if we can invite Aidan back to the take from now on.
No.
He can't even speak properly.
I've had a stroke.
But
Well, this letter just came into my field of view.
Whoa.
what does it?
What do the words?
If you were a musician, what kind of music would you produce? From Dr. Dre.
Is this an all play?
Yeah.
No.
I would produce this next song we got coming up right now, which is the outro credits.
Wow, we don't get to answer?
Yeah. No.
Something like stand like a quartet, like a real quartet. And let's bring we're gonna sing this is the old triangle.
Oh.
You remember how they sing it in the movie?
No.
You did not watch this movie.
I
Do
did,
you
but-
remember they were all wearing sweaters? And
I
he goes,
do
nice
remember
sweaters?
that, yeah.
What the?
Oh, cameraman
Hey,
Brian.
bang, bang.
All
All right, here we go.
Hungry feeling
Came o'er me stealing, and the mice were squealing in my prison cell.
Aidan, solo. Next line.
No, the man who can't talk. And the
Hello,
old triangle went jangle,
all along the banks of the Royal Canal.
to begin the
It's over.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, dude.